All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Monday call. Hope you are doing great. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. And if you're not, this is going to reboot your week because on these Monday calls, we're going to share with you this amazing company and this product from the company called Timol. And on a Monday, we're going to dive more into the money side of things. So we're going to be showing you how not only an amazing product, okay, but going to show you an amazing income opportunity as well to go alongside it. Okay, so again, welcome if you're brand new to the call. If you are, put a one in the chat. It'd be great to know if this is your first time. And it's like anything, the more you see this, guys, the more you're going to get it. Okay, the more you're going to understand it. So take some time to jump into these calls. Welcome, Alex. And
Thank
you'll
you.
get to see why we're so fired up about this absolutely amazing product. Okay. So again, we're talking about an opportunity of a lifetime has arrived, and it is truly an opportunity of a lifetime. For me, I really say it's a product of a lifetime. And so, with that said, let us dive into this information. So, we have a real challenge out there with our health, with the foods that are being consumed and what's being sold as food. This fast food diet, you know, um, it may not have much nutrition in it, but it's convenient. And, when I'm out and about and I'm busy, it's easy for me to just grab something on the go, right? Grab and go. The problem is the long-term effects um, outweigh the benefit of doing that because our bodies are breaking down through this type of foods, this acidic foods. And let's look on the flip side of it. If you don't even frequent that, those fast food chains and stuff like that, and you're somebody who just always goes out there to make sure you get your kale, your barley, your broccoli, your wheatgrass, all the good stuff, right? Unfortunately, it's sprayed to death, right? There's pesticides, there's all sorts of stuff that's been. I mean, there's some stuff out there that's really scary. If you if you hear what's going on, what they're trying to do with the foods and things of that nature, right? So you really have to be on top of your game. So guys, I'm literally covering every audience here. Somebody who eats certain types of foods or has organics or whatever. I'm literally covering everybody, and we still are faced with the same issue, right? So we're talking about a perfect in a perfect world, your day-to-day operational, you're eating lots of the different colors of the rainbow, as we say, right? The different fruits, that has all the nutrients for your body, antioxidants and things of that nature. Because if you don't do that and you just eat in one particular way and you're having French fries all day and every day and ice creams and things of that nature, right? What's going to happen to your body? It's going to start breaking down, my friends. Okay, because it wasn't designed for this stuff. Now, back in 1931, this gentleman I'm going to introduce to you, he didn't know about McDonald's, he didn't know about Wendy's, he didn't know about all of these different food chains that are around the world, right? And he came out with this. Now, my friends, we know today we are, you know, um, we're dealing with, well, I believe, a way bigger challenge with our health than we were maybe in 1931, especially in this area. So he won a Nobel Prize due to his thesis, which was a primary cause and prevention of cancer, and his work was the metabolism of tumors. So Otto Heinrich Warburg this demonstrated that all forms of cancer develop due to these two basic conditions: acidosis, which is acidity of the blood, and hypoxia, which is lack of oxygen. So it goes on to say cancerous tissues are acidic tissues, healthy ones are alkaline tissues, right? And so with that premise, my friends, which is why we are here today, because this company was created with an intention in mind to help with those two big industry challenges: acidosis and hypoxia, right? So let's have a look at that. You know, the other thing that we're going to be diving into is the effects of free radicals on the body, all right? So again, free radicals is an isolated atom. Too much of that, like with anything in life, becomes harmful, all right? So again, we don't want the things that are going to be causing us harm, causing our body harm. And so we're going to be talking about why having your cells and oxygen in your cells is so vitally important, as you can see on this short video clip. Without it, guys, your body starts to break down. You see what happens when you've got excess free radicals going in your body, and then into your bloodstream. It's never a good thing. And then obviously the after effects of that can obviously show up on your face. When you've got excess of anything, it always will show up on your body one way or the other. All right. So if in a positive light, you know, your free radicals are going to give you immunity. You can give your body that chance for healing, and you know, you're looking your age. Excessive free radicals, you're not necessarily looking at age, you're looking at premature aging. I'm sure nobody wants to sign up for that class, right? So we're going to look at how we can reduce acidity and free radicals in the body. Now, we have what we call this chemical reaction of water. I'm going to introduce you to what we call super magnetization. This is called water hydrolysis. So my friends, H2O, you're going to find out how, you know, we have a product which disassociates OH minus and H plus. There's hydroxide ions and hydrogen ions. So you're going to see what happens when this takes place. You're going to have these clusters, these hydrogen ions as a result of that. And so we're going to add to the mix these minerals, right? We're going to have calcium, we're going to have magnesium, and when you add that to the water, my friends, this reaction is called hydroxyl ions. So this forms this alkaline hydroxides. Our body needs to be more alkaline than it is acidic. And as you saw from the previous slide, we had a lot of acidity or acidic foods that our bodies, you know, are taking, and you know, or that's out there. So we need a way for us to be able to reduce that. All right. So when consuming magnetized water, my friends, it helps reduce the body's acidity, which is, you know, the primary thing here we're talking about. We want to reduce the excess that's going on in our bodies. Now, the other thing we want to reduce is the excess free radicals, because you have too many free radicals. Guess what? You're going to have those, you know, those symptoms that I spoke about earlier. So when you drink this water, the hydrogen ions react with the excess free radicals in your body, forming water. So again, it's ingenious, guys. It's fantastic. So, you know, for you, myself, you know, especially I'll just speak for myself, somebody who wasn't drinking a lot of water until I came across this product, and now it's a different ball game. In fact, my regular water bottle had broke recently, and it's quite distressing because I loved it, and that's what started my journey. So I need to get another one like pronto. I'm using a spare one in the meantime, but it's like now I've been exposed to this product and how I feel in my body, and even today I was just so grateful. I think this product puts you in a state of being grateful, gratitude, because of how my health is feeling, how I feel in my body. The same hip pain I was getting, I don't have anymore. In, you know, and you can't put a price on that personally, for what I was spending, the time I was spending going to get physio and chiropractor appointments, and wasn't getting to the root of it, my friends. This did, right? This reached the parts other water couldn't reach, for sure. So, as we know, and if you don't know, now you know, your body's made up at least 70% of water, okay? Now, it's not just the fact that you may know this stuff and it might be good information. No, this is critical information, right? So for me, wasn't really a water drinker, didn't like the taste of it. I mean, I drank maybe a liter or so a day, but, you know, definitely wasn't drinking what I should be drinking for my size. And so, you know, I was barely getting by. And it was clear, you know, when I was going to the washroom, it was clear I wasn't drinking enough water. And the water we drink, guys, is another mix. It's not just the quantity. What about the quality we're drinking? So again, this product that this company has brought together is going to increase the quality of the water that you're drinking. And so we've had so many testimonials, people saying, man, this water is just so refreshing. And we're going to see why they come to that conclusion. So if your brain, your organs, your whole body, your insides are made and needs water, why aren't we feeding it the water we should be? And that's the question I was asking myself after coming across this product. I definitely wasn't drinking enough, right? And so water determines health, determines disease. Disease. Appropriate, adequate water restores your health. Ionized water hydrates, alkalizes, and antioxidizes and detoxifies. As it says here, water can be used as a medicine. All right, so this water, guys, makes a difference. And we're going to understand, you know, how that works when you have water that does not hydrate against water that does hydrate. I'm going to play a short video that will basically give you an insight to that, and so you get a fuller understanding of how this whole comes together. And as I said, tonight we're going to be spending a bit more time on the income side of things. So sit back and relax for 2 minutes as I play this short video, and I'll be back.
First, the water that most people drink has lost its original structural characteristics from when it was alive in nature. In springs, streams, and rivers, water is constantly moving. This favors its oxygenation, in addition to its structure being composed of small molecules, which increases its hydration power in the body. When water is stored or kept in containers, its surface tension is altered. Thus it becomes much heavier, with the formation of large molecule clusters, which are completely disorganized and lose oxygen. This molecular change compromises the penetration of water into cells that form organ tissues. But the original characteristics of water, so necessary for a good cellular hydration, can be restored. This is where magnetic treatment comes in. When water is subjected to a magnetic field, an event called hydrolysis occurs, which means breaking up of water. That is, the movement caused by the molecules causes a rupture of the clusters and promotes rearrangement into much smaller structures. Thus, these H2O molecules penetrate the cells much more easily, promoting better cellular hydration and cleaning. The second point observed in the various studies carried out with magnetized water is that it contributes to a reduction of excess of free radicals. How does this happen? When water undergoes magnetic treatment, there is an ionic dissociation, that is, the H2O water molecule formed by 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom breaks up, releasing hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. Excess free radicals that are present in the body are negative ions, and they combine with hydrogen ions, forming new H2O molecules, thus removing them from the body. This is a very simple chemical equation that has been observed by several researchers. The third point is about the contribution to the maintenance of blood alkalinity, helping the mechanisms of our body. In hydrolysis, as we have seen, there are negative hydroxyl ions left over. This hydroxyl reacts with magnesium and calcium ions present in vital environments of our body, forming alkaline hydroxyls, in this case magnesium and calcium hydroxyls. These reactions help in the maintenance of blood pH and oxygen content. It is for all these reasons that water treated magnetically helps in the maintenance of good health.
All right. So now you know why we get water that's hydrating us and against water that doesn't really necessarily do the job, right? It's because of this slide I'm just going to bring up here.
First,
You're going to see that, water has that entry point into your cells. And so water that does not hydrate, you don't see it struggles to get the water into those cells. And then, you're just kind of the middleman, not really getting the benefits. Whereas with the magnetized water now, you're going to get all the benefits of the water actually going to where you want it to go, right? So, we're going to see the benefits, and this company, they got the certification 10 years after being in business, guys, that they got awarded from the World Health Organization of the company doing what they said they are doing. Okay, so again, this is the product that we are, excited about. Fans, just exploded in excitement because of what it does. It's a product that helps our body, helps our cells, and this is their super water magnetizer and mineralizer. You have the two products working together, the magnet and the minerals, and then the effects of the two of them together with increasing your blood oxygenation, alkalization, increased bone mineral mass, and this minerals that are part of the mix. So this product here, the 20-liter version, this will treat up to 20 liters. You don't necessarily have to have 20 liters, but it will treat up to 20 liters, and we have a 3-liter version as well. And these two products, guys, they are so cost effective. Like the magnet in itself, the blue one will last you 30 years, and the green, the minerals, will last you 3 years. So again, these are products that you don't need to rush out and replace tomorrow. Okay, there's many different ways in which you can utilize this product. You can have it in a water bottle like I have. You can have it in a jar, in a jug, and whoever's invited you can advise you as the best way of using it. Okay, again, go online, do your research. There's a lot of information out there on this product, Sylocimol. You can go on YouTube. I said this company has been formed 22 years now, guys. So this gentleman here, Carlos Henrique, formed this company back in 2004 with that in mind, to provide health and quality of life for people through high quality water. So we've got an extensive amount of research and extensive amount of testimonials. On our Thursday meetings, we have live testimonials. You'll hear from people utilizing this product. And today we're going to dive more into the other side, because this gentleman has created a business that allows people to really get their health back. And we've got many people on this call that can testify to that. And so we're very grateful for what he's done. 22 years, guys, in the market. Again, you do your research, go on Google Scholar and check out these documents that have been posted for you, spanning in over 20 countries around the world. And all from the top down, the nation is getting to know about this. We are in a business, guys, where we weren't using word of mouth marketing to share it. You have a story, you share it with somebody, and we're so connected these days. You share it with one person, that person being in another country, and before you know it, you've got a business that expands outside of your local market. And we're going to be talking about that in a moment. So again, just to clarify, this product is not intended to cure disease. It is there to magnetize your water, helping you get the benefits of reducing free radicals and excess acidity in your body. Okay, and you feed your body that, and then you'll see some amazing things happen. The body's the miracle, guys. Let's not forget. We need to feed the body what the body needs in order for the body to go on and do what it's designed to do. Right? So let's have a look here. Just show you a quick testimonial of somebody who's been suffering, I would say, with this ulcer for 8 years prior to them coming into contact with Sylocimol. And this is like a month after taking the product, how their ulcer that they had, how's that their skin's clearing up, right? We've got so many different testimonials. Like I said, on Thursday we dive into more on that level. So my friends, we're gonna be switching up the presentation at this point. If you've got any questions about what you've seen so far, do put it in the chat or raise your hand and we can come to it, because now we're going to be diving more into the income side of Timol. So let me just stop this share. Let me just check if there's anything there. If Simone wants to say anything, and come on, but if not, I will move on with the slide deck. All right, so I know we've got a few more people on the call tonight from when I started. So with that said, my friends, let me see. I don't see any comments, any hands raised. Perfect. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to spend the next little while here diving into the income side of our business. Now it's a Monday, my friends. So it's a Money Monday, as I like to coin it. And, like I said, if we're going to get our health restored and live longer, we want to make sure we've got enough money, enough capital, so that we can enjoy that as well, right? So let's have a look at that and show you why this company has you in mind. Okay, because we all the time, right? Simone would back me up on this. We share all the time things that we like with people. We go to a nice restaurant, we talk about it. We see a film, we're always promoting, we're always freely promoting. Now this company is going to pay you for doing the same thing that you freely do, because when you get on this product, it's part and parcel. You're going to want to tell somebody about it. All right, tell somebody about it. You're going to be like, and somebody's going to ask you, wow, what are you doing? If you don't tell them, they're going to tell you or ask you, what is it you're doing? You had this going on, you was looking a certain way, and now I see you here, you're doing this and stuff like that, right? So again, one way or the other. So Timol, for me, guys, it's all about transformation, transforming your health and your income, and giving you that maybe lifestyle freedom so that you can give yourself a few more options. So we're going to be talking about the compensation model that this company has put together. All right, we have 6 different ways in which you can earn an income through sharing the power of Timol. So again, I don't know if Simone, if you wanted to say anything before we get into the meat and potatoes, but I'm going to be diving into what we have on offer here.
Yes. So, hi, everybody. Good evening. Yeah, it's been amazing. Today we did another franchise. So I don't know if he's here tonight, but we done another franchise. Harold did it. We finished another one. So it's been amazing. Every week, every day, is people enjoy. And it was amazing because he's a doctor, and I told him you need to learn it quickly because you need to enjoy the meetings and they start to help us because it's amazing to have a doctor as well. He
Yeah.
understands the process. He says, Simone, I understand everything. And it's amazing to see a doctor enjoy as well this group. So it's just like I say, when you drink this water, you see the result, you're going to tell everybody. So why not work with us? Isn't it? Because you're going to tell. Definitely you're going to say to people. So just
Mhm.
come and enjoy the company because it's really amazing to work in this business because you see the results. And this is the amazing part. You see people's getting better. And that's why Leroy love the project. I love the project. That's why people start to work. You can see everybody love this project because you see the results. So yes, thank you so much, Leroy. I'm here
Yeah.
if you need me.
Awesome. Beautiful. Yeah. So that's great. You know, we're going to talk about what Simone said about franchisee and what that looks like and how people can partner with us once they understand what we have in our hands. So again, the company has a whole kind of career plan for people because without a doubt, guys, if you have a great product, you know, you've got a great business. All right, there's many businesses out there, and you know they may not have the great product out there, but they're in business. Now, if you've got a great product that like what we have, it's, you know, hands down you're going to have a great business on your hands. And so as we saw, magnetized water is essential for our health. Whoops. And so that goes without a doubt that, you know, if we've got a product, my friends, that literally every single person on the planet can benefit from. I mean, I don't know another business model where you can say that every single person can, you know, get a benefit from it because we all need water, and most of us just are very dehydrated in the first instance. And so we're going to talk about there's, you know, 6 different channels, 6 different ways which you can get paid. You choose how many of those you want to get paid from. If and we're going to talk about, you know, the 2 different methods in which that entails. So, you know, we have the one method, which is basically building a network. You know, if you guys have ever read Robert Kiyosaki, and you know, people like that who wrote a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the Cash Flow Quadrant. You know, he speaks about your net worth is your net worth. So your network is crucial in building a business in this manner. Okay, and so we're using the same leverage that the wealthy use, that they can, you know, we all are limited by 24 hours in a day. Nobody gets 25 because you're good looking, or what, you know, or you know such and such. No, God gave us, every single one of us, 24 hours. We can leverage that time by what I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can have a business and an income that runs around the clock and you can benefit from that. So the other way is through sales to people that you know and people you don't know. Because one thing for sure, as you take this product, as you walk around with this product, you're going to find, you're going to interact with people. Okay. And now I'm interacting with people, you know, that I've not really even interacted with before, but because they now see what I'm doing, I'm getting people asking me questions about it. All right. So we have a way to earn permanent income through your team's effort, your leverage. Like I said, you leverage your contacts and people that are like-minded. You know, you come across a set of people that want better health, and you expose them to this product. And you might not know them. You may have an event. You may post something online, and yeah, as let's say law of attraction, somebody comments and wants to know more information. Essentially, you know, that's what I do. I post on my status. a post on my Insta or Facebook or whatever, and people comment and they're asking me, you know, what's this about? And I just send them the information. I don't know who's looking. You know, nobody knows who's looking, but they will find you. But they're not going to find you if they don't know about you, right? So we're going to show you how you can grow your income from your home, right? So traditional business, you know, you have your industry, you have your wholesaler, your distribution methods, supermarket, your retailer, and then you buy it at the end, right? Everybody making a piece of the profits as it goes down the food chain, right? And so what we have with direct sales, we cut all of that out. We cut out all of the channels. When you get involved with us and decide to partner with us, you know, you deal directly with the company. You're dealing directly with corporate, and you're the connection between your customer. So you're the middle person. So rather than the company spending thousands on advertising, which they could do, right? Let's make no mistake. They could do. They could go down that route and say, you know what, we want to put this on shelves, grocery stores and stuff like that. But they didn't want that. They want to go down a model which has a bigger impact by you sharing. Word of mouth is proven to be the most cost effective way to get a product out there to the masses, because your people, your friends who know, like, and trust you will probably listen to you more than an advert that they've got to spend thousands on just to get a few customers and keep that going. But you speak to somebody that you know, then it's a different ball game. That relationship's already built. They don't have to pay for that relationship. So we've got the perfect model. The company's got a perfect model. Rather than them spending all of that money on advertising, they're going to reward you for you sharing about this company, about this product. Okay, so referrals, direct sales is the, you know, it's the business of the future. It produces more success stories than anything else, right? So I'm going to just show you a simple model of you sharing this company with two people a day, right? Monday to Friday. You give yourself the weekend off. You can change the numbers if you want to do Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I'm just going to show you a straightforward model. If you share this with somebody in the morning, AM, somebody in the PM, and you ticked off your to-do list, you might have just sent a link out, something, a post or whatever, and somebody came back to you wanting to know more about it. Yeah, some similar thing that what I do. Just by doing that, sharing 2 a day, okay, you can basically get an idea of what your income could start to look like. So, you know, there's an ad about, you know, having your 5 a day, right? Or this slogan, have you had your 5 a day? Well, this is, have you done your 2 a day, right? Do your 2 a day, and then you can start looking at this kind of income that's available to you. So I'm going to give you an example on the combo product. Okay, so we've got the product's got many products in their arsenal. We're going to show you two. We're going to show you, the mega, but you can just, you know, you can liken this to the mini, because the mega and the mini, same product but different pricing, right? So on the combo and a mega combo, in order for you to get a better pricing, just like anything, guys, you do more retail sales, then you get rewarded. Now with the mega combo, if you sold at least five of these, and you have at least two franchisees in the business with you, you're going to get a better pricing. You'll be able to earn 180 euros. And I'm going to just talk on euros, guys. You may be in different markets where they don't spend euros at the main currency. But I'm going to talk about in euros because we do have international audience here. And let's say you did, out of your sharing Monday to Friday, twice a day, you ended up selling one product in that week. Okay, so if you did that consistently, which is the name of the game, being consistent, you end up making about $720 for at the end of the month. Okay, so what would that do for you? What would that do for your income? Only you would know, right? If adding another 720 euros to your bank balance at the end of the month, what could that do for you? Let's say you had a bit more return from that. Instead of having one sell in a week, you had 3 of these combos sold in a week, and you ended up with at the end of the month over $2,000, 2,160 euros. Now, just top of my head, I know that could be a significant payment to your mortgage, to your rent. And if you did 5 in a week, all right, that is again 3,600 in the end of the month. You could be doing, you can be adding whatever to that, all right? You can maybe even looking at building this as a different line of equity. What I would do with this business, I'm going to show you, is that you want to grow your business first rather than outputting it. Yeah, grow your business first. So we'll talk about the numbers and how you can use this money to upscale your entry into this company. So this is just one idea, guys. This is income stream number one. We have the mega, we have the mini, and like I said, different markets, they have different products to retail. So refer and earn. This is again another way for you to earn. This is income stream number two. So you share this with other people. Like I mentioned, in order for you to get better pricing, you want at least to have 2 people in the business with you. The silver membership will give you an €80 bonus. So if somebody joins you, they say, yeah, I like what's going on here. I want to be involved in the business. The entry level silver membership will give you €80. The gold membership will give you €161, and the platinum 322. And I'm gonna dive into what those products will give you, those membership levels give you when you decide to be part of what we're doing. But that's income stream number 2. Income stream number 3 is where you get a quick start, fast start bonus, right? So you sharing this with your friends, your family, your loved ones. You're at an event. Okay, we had examples of people having events, people coming to those events and wanting to know more about it. And you get somebody started, and if you get them started and within the first 45 days of them joining you and they refer 2 people, again, these people you don't personally probably wouldn't even know them, but you're going to get paid on them because the company is going to reward you this fast start bonus, referral bonus. And again, I'm showing you in Brazilian reais. You can convert them into your own currency, around 30 odd euros from silver membership up to platinum membership. Okay, so again, you know somebody and those people know somebody, and what about those people who know somebody? That's what we're going to really show you, how you can get started with just a handful of people and end up growing a business that spans many countries, have hundreds of people, even thousands of people, because you started with a company that's been around now 22 years. So this is another bonus, guys, that you can benefit from. So again, all the way from leader to black diamond. And the minimum requirement here, guys, is having at least 3 active people in the business. Now, what I love about this, the numbers for you to qualify and earn here, the company does not make it difficult. All right, it's not asking you to do 3 every single level, every single month for you to stay active and qualified. No, you can start with those 3, and we do recommend going up the scale, because as you progress, there's certain requirements. You want to not make these minimums your maximum. You want to strive to get at least 6. Do you need to get 6 all day one? No, you can have it over time, right? As you progress, but how serious you want it, how big you want it, you'll determine that as you get to these different levels. But again, just showing you, going through the compensation plan, what you can benefit from at this level. This is a new bonus the company added to the mix. So we're going to talk about what we have, a binary plan. Okay, so binary is typically, by the word it's suggested, is 2, one on the left and one on the right. So you're building 2 separate legs for that term. And then what we call a unilevel bonus is bonuses for people who are directly referred by you. Okay, so let's have a look at that. We're going to be just make sure the lines are muted here. We're going to have a look at that. So let's say you started off, you're level 1. So you're level 1, these are people who are directly enrolled by you. So you enrolled 4 people on your way to number 6. Okay, and those 4 people, and this is in an ideal scenario, right? Everybody's doing the same thing, right? Every 4 gets 4 gets 4. So the numbers are perfect. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So I'm going to show you the numbers, and if these numbers, they will give you this result. So again, you start off with just 4 people. Those 4 people shared it with 4. You end up with 16 on your level 2, 64 on your level 3, 256 on your level 4, and so forth. This goes all the way up to infinity, right? There's no limit, no ceiling. Okay, and you may be in a business or you may be in a job where there's a limit on how much you can earn. Guys, this bonus here continues as your business grows, which is amazing. So check this out, and this is just giving you a projection of what income as a gold, somebody joining as a gold franchisee. Like I said, we have silver, we have platinum. So if somebody joins as a gold franchisee and they upgrade to the platinum, guess what? You're going to earn again on that same person. So again, you did the work once and they upgrade, you're going to earn again. So to give you an example of money here, you know, if it was 36 euros that you earn through signing up somebody, through somebody, you know, getting involved, and you're earning that 36 euros, which is good in itself, because what did you do? You shared it with 4 people and those 4 shared it with others. But now you're starting to earn an override because of what you started. Okay. And now when you look at your level 3 now, and you're like, wow, you know, that's an additional 1,700 euros on level 3 with 64 people. What about when the level 4 now kicks in? That's an additional 4,700. So again, you're adding this income to the income that you started off with, which is maybe the retail sales, you know, selling it, and then somebody joined you in business, you got that income as well. So this brings you on to income number 3, and you're earning, income number 4, when you're earning this uni level bonus on top of the people that you do not know. So this now can literally snowball. It can grow and expand without you, right? All you need to do is make sure you're paying attention to your business, okay? But you've started something that can grow into an absolute monster. Now, that's a binary bonus. How about what we call residual? Now, residual income, guys, is something that when I first came across this industry, I was like blown away by it, because most people, the only people that really earn a residual income are authors, you know, songwriters, anyone who can earn, you know, from what they've done previously. And for most people, that's out their remit. Okay, the only way I was taught until age 19 or 20, when I came across this industry, I never knew that you can earn money outside of a linear income. So linear income, you know, is just you exchange your time for money. You do 8 hours of work, you get 8 hours of pay. You hope you get 8 hours of pay. With this income, my friends, is that you earn a residual every time somebody in their business is going to keep their business active. So they buy a product, and it can be, I'm just going to show you on the mega combo, because there's many options that people can buy. This what gives you a monthly earning. All right. So again, if you're earning $2.27, you may be thinking, oh my goodness, this is so insignificant. $2, what's the point? Right. I'm going to show you the power of numbers. So you're making $2.27 of each unit. Now you're not the one who's, you know, necessarily having to do that yourself, calling up your friends, you know, have you placed an order, you know, knocking on their door. No, it's just automated, right? It's going to come to you because everyone's running their own franchise. All right. And so imagine you start this, and then on your level 3, you end up with 64 people. And now you've earned another 145 euros. You know, that's money that can buy product. You know, that's money that you can give into your business. And then as that business grows and it goes to your level 4, that's an extra 581 euros. That from that $2.27, do not dismiss small beginnings or small earnings, because it's a numbers game, guys. The more you build your network, the more this income is going to start to grow. And you may not see it from day one. It's just like an acorn tree. Have you ever seen the size of an acorn? Yeah, you can. It's very small, right? You can hold it in your hand. You see the size of an acorn tree? That's a different ball game, right? So you start off with very small beginnings, and then you look back over the years, and it's like, whoa, yeah. You sit back and you realize what you started many years ago. Think about that acorn tree 22 years ago that was planted, right? Look at what could look like today. That's the same thing what we have on our hands here with a company that's been around. And I love the fact that it's been around so long, because so many businesses out there, we know the first 5 years are a struggle. And a lot of companies with great intentions, great products, they're not around anymore. They're just not moving the times. They ain't got a product that's relevant. This company is so relevant. And, you know, and we're only just touching the surface what I'm talking about here today, guys. So we have the franchise model. So I said to start, to get involved here, it's €840 at the base level. So again, in pounds, you work that out in pounds. In dollars, US dollars, it's about $999 if you're in North America. In the UK, it's about £765, including the handling. And so you're in business, guys, for less than $1,000. All right. And so again, I would put out there, try and find a franchise that you can find that doesn't cost you less than 5 figures to get started with. All right. This is a fee that you pay one time. This even comes with a product. So the silver membership comes with the mega product that I was speaking about. So again, you get that product, you've got product you can use for yourself. You can share it with people when they come around and things of that nature, right? The gold membership, it comes with 2 products now. You've got the mini and you've got the mega combo included in that product. So again, that one, excuse me, not only do you get both product offerings, it gives you more income in the comp plan. We're going to be doing a bit of a deeper dive in the comp plan shortly, but that gives you more options there. So you want to, as I mentioned, this is your business, right? Nobody's going to necessarily knock on your door and say, what you doing? Why are you spending this money? Why are you taking this to buy, go on a trip? No one's going to, it's down to you. I would personally advise, if somebody's working with me, is that the money they're making, if they started off at silver, use that money to upgrade themselves to gold, because you're going to make more money doing the same level of work that you did when you joined at silver, but now you're going to be able to make more of it. And then platinum, again, same as the gold, you'll have the 2 products, but you'll have more income at your disposal. So I don't know if Simone wants to mention anything about that, because Simone is a platinum in the business. And so you don't necessarily have to start there, but you can work your way to there. Okay. So it doesn't matter where you start, my friends, but just know there's a progression of where you can go from where you started. All right. So those are the 3 options for you to get going.
Yeah,
Simone, do you want to say anything on that?
Yeah, when I started the platinum because for me, as I can see, it's gonna be amazing for me because I was looking for something. Yeah, I was looking for extra money. So that's why when I look and I say, that's it, I want to do that. But of course, you don't need it. You just can start in the silver, and then after you just change it. I got another 3 gold franchise. So I have 1 platinum for me, but I have for my daughter, for my son, for my sister. Yeah, I have another 3, and I have an extra one is in there. I have another gold. So I have 5 franchises. I got all the 5 for me. Because when I started, I put my 2 kids first line for me. So everything I do on my right leg, my son gonna get. And this I'm doing for my kids because I'm see for the future, especially because this project is being 22 years in Brazil, but for 18 years was just in Brazil. So just now we start to open here. So it's something very new, international. So of course this is growing. Like today, I told you it's 1, but no, today we have 2 franchise just today. So this is gonna grow a lot. And someone told me, no, Simon, this week I'm gonna put another 2. So it's been like people call me all the time. My phone doesn't stop. So I know this business is gonna grow. And that's why I think it's a good investment, because when you think about, like my friend, she got a restaurant, a small place in Taunton here in Devon. And she got that and she gets £40,000. She needed £40,000 just to start the business. So she stayed every month. She needed to pay the amount, like it, because she borrowed money from the bank. So it's £40,000 for start. But plus that, she needs to pay every month the rent. She needs to be there every day and buy food and spend money. And sometimes, if they don't come, you throw away the food. It's something you cannot wait for a month to sell. No, you need to sell quickly. So she says, Simone, is our dream and become like a nightmare, because we have to work like crazy just to pay the rent. Plus, we pay the money we borrow for the bank. So when you see 2,000 like 2,000 euros is for close to what she spent 4,000. And she gave it back the restaurant and she started to work with Timol. And then that's it. She finished with the restaurant. She just worked with the Timol. So that's why you can see with a small investment, you can work any country. You can bring your friends from different country. If you have a family live in America, they can work with us. So it doesn't matter which country, which language they speak. And then they can work together. So that's why I love this project. You can do in your home, like I'm in my house now, Natalia in their house, you in your house. And everyone is different, but we are together. We work together
Exactly.
every week. So
Yeah.
they're amazing, really amazing. And the company, they want to spread, like I say, soon we have a distributor in Portugal, what distribute everywhere here in Europe, yeah. But soon we're gonna have here in UK as well to make it easy. So I'm
Yeah.
already here. So when they need it and I have my product or when Natalia have product, we help each other,
Yeah.
until the product arrive. So you're gonna have someone to help you. So this is amazing. It's a group, it's helping each other to grow together. So
Yeah.
I know
Exactly.
this is gonna be bigger. It's gonna
Definitely.
be amazing.
Absolutely. It's just a baby at the moment, but it's it's gonna be yeah, a giant, as we say.
Yeah. We are 70,000 people already working the company.
Mm.
And now just in Brazil. So can you imagine now we just start our is gonna be amazing. Soon it's gonna
Yeah.
be amazing. And of course, we starting now is gonna be the lucky one because we just started. So this project, and if you are drinking the water, what I say to everybody, please try the water first, see the benefits, because after that, nobody gonna stop you because you know the benefits, you know it's good. So you're
Yeah.
gonna just carry on talk about it. And
Absolutely.
there's a lot of events we can do, isn't it? I mean, here in London, so if you need it, I can go to London. We can do a meeting in people's house and, events like I did go to Harold. He did a big event for 2 days. And I went there, Natalia was there, Isabel was there. So we went to help him. It was amazing, really
Mm.
amazing, really good.
Exactly. Yeah. There's so much we can do.
Hmm.
It's, once they people try it, taste it, that is the clincher. We've got something unique that people know when they've tried this.
Yeah.
That is different. So so yeah, so the product is, like I said, it's a 5-star review, man, all the way. And so, as I mentioned in the presentation about getting your product at a discounted price, well, this is where we're going to talk about where you go from your entry level as a consultant, where you register into the business. You've got 3 different options: the silver, the gold, platinum. You know, getting where you fit in, kind of thing, right? So you decide what's best for you, and you want to start growing that. You should want to share it, and it's just like normal. Just as I mentioned, you share things that you like. This will be one of them. Difference is the company's going to reward you once you get yourself involved as a franchisee. The company just will reward you and reward you well. So you're talking about distributor. So I don't know, Simone, if you want to go through that,
Yeah.
like what it requires to be a qualified as a distributor.
Yeah, this is really easy. So you just need to bring 2 person, and you buy the first 5 product, you become a distributor. So the price go down, like he said in the beginning. The price start to go down. Or you bring 4 direct, yeah. And another one is to be leader. You just need 3. You bring 3 person straight to you. You become a leader. And of course, when you leader, you bring more people and you can get like the notebook. When you reach 12,000 points, you get a notebook. And for that, you need to get like you have 3. These 3 you're going to help them to bring more people. When you don't need to get 12,000 points just for you, is your group going to make 12,000. So these 12,000 is divided like for each one. For one first, your friend brought more people, you get 4,000 points from that. Like one franchise, for you have idea how you get this point. Every franchise, if it's a silver, you get 250 points. If it's gold, it's 500 points. If it's a platinum, it's 1,000 points. So if you bring some people in your group, you're gonna get those points. And together, when you do in 6 months, it's not in 1 month. 6 months, 12,000 points, you get a notebook. So it's something simple. It's not difficult for you become a leader. You just need to bring three person to work with you, and you help them. Is well, bring each one, bring 3, 4, 5, and then each one. In 6 months, when you reach 12,000 points, you get the notebook. But after that, if you change it, yes. So in that, to become a ruby, so you need to bring another one. So you bring 4, each one bring 1 person. That's it. You become a ruby. And of course, you can see the Unilev is 50% now. You get more Unilev. Yeah, the one instead of €2 each one is going to get 50% more. It's going to be 3. It's 1 person, like Leroy says, nothing. But you can imagine it, like my friends. She the one have a restaurant before. In 6 years, she started work as this. She have more than 6,000 people now in the group. If each one buy just 1 product, how much she gets? She doesn't need to cook every day like anymore, like in a restaurant, like crazy. Yeah, she just gets the money in their account. Of course, she worked hard in the beginning, but get a stage, you just help. You slow down. You can slow down, and you can work in your own time. Yeah. So to become a ruby, you put just 4 and help you this 4 to each one put just 1. And of course, everybody wants to put 4 as well. But soon they each one put 1, you become a ruby. For Esmeralda, you have 5. You put another one, 5 person, just 5. And each one have 2. And of course, then the Unilever from 50 is going to be for 100. So then it's like always the monies go up. And then you need to change. If you are silver, you need to change. To become a ruby or esmeralda, you need to change to gold franchise. But then you do the upgrade. You just pay the difference. And then, of course, like you can see, you 20,000 points, you get iPhone. Yeah. So the company pay you that. And to become a diamond is very easy. You just 6 person. You put another one because you're ready to be esmeralda. You put 5. Each one have 2. To become a diamond, you put another one, and this one put another 2. That's it. You just need another 3 person, and you become a diamond. And then is everything going up in the points. So you grow a lot quickly in the company. And then after that is diamond, first star, second, third, fourth, and then become blue, and then the black. So my friend, she's diamond 4-star. Yeah, she got 2 cards already from the company. Because she cannot buy the car, they give you the money. They compare the price in Brazil, how much, and then they put the money in your account.
Awesome.
But it is something really is happened, yeah. And like I say, she's just 6 years in the company, but she worked hard in the beginning. Like I say, you just bring this. She have just 25 people. These 25 people now she has more than 6,000 people work. So it's nothing, isn't it, to compare, because she started, is already 18 years was in Brazil. So that's why I say here is going to be very quickly. It's going to be very quickly now. Definitely. So yeah, we're just going to grow. Just grow.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. So yeah,
so just bring 6 people to you, bring 6, just 6, and help these 6 to bring more. 6 each one. And that's why we're going to be together. And everybody grows. Yeah. It's amazing. This is very easy. It's not difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Just duplication. Do what you did.
Yeah.
And help those. Well, like I can't get my words out. Like what I always say, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You have a whole support system, people that will help you get to where you want to get to, and by default, you'll get whatever you want. So, Jim, I think it's Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar said it best. Helping other people get what they want, and in turn, you'll get what you want. So this is what we have on our hands. We just all want to help people reach their goals. You know, you want to be a black star, 5 star diamond. Let us know, and we'll help you. You know, get to where you need to get to,
Yeah.
and you know, build your income in that way. So yeah, we've got a great opportunity on our hands.
Yeah, if you know someone in Canada, like you there in Canada, he can be there to help. Doesn't matter which country, you just find one person, like what we do. One person in Canada, one another in America, one in France, one in Portugal. You just get one in each country, and that's it. So you're gonna open different countries. Just think about, just find one person in each country. You
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially in London, we know so many people in London, different country lives here. So many people. So if you
Yeah.
find 6 person, that's it. They're gonna do the business in there. They're gonna be in charge in that country to help to grow in there. And that's why it's gonna be good. It's amazing when you see the results to grow. And of course, some people say, "Oh, I don't like sell product, but I'm good with people. I know a lot of people." So they can sell franchise. You decide if you want to both. You can sell product, you sell franchise. But some people they like to sell franchise. They know a lot of people who need it because sometimes you have a friend he's doesn't have a job now. So if it doesn't work, he can come and work with us. Doesn't matter which age you are, which language you speak, which country you are. You can work from your home. Sometimes you have kids. You cannot go out for work, but you want to work because you have kids. It's difficult. We can do that. Put the kids to sleep. 9 o'clock, you here with us. Just ask 2 person to come to the meet, and then or you can sell the product or you can sell the franchise. And it doesn't matter which country. So it's really, really amazing. That's why I say it's so easy because it's everything together. It's properly.
Yeah.
Like Carmi is in Guinea-Bissau. I don't know if he's still there. She put 200 people in the meeting. Nearly 200 people. Isn't it, Carmi? Was,
Wow.
oh my God, she make me cry. In Guinea-Bissau, she went to university and then we did the meeting there. She make me cry. Even the guy, he's there. He was very emotional. He finished the meeting. He comes this morning. I couldn't believe it was nearly 200 people in that meeting. So can you imagine? It's like she was in the Guinea-Bissau in the university in there. And then she
Mm.
went to the hospital. She got the doctors.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it, Carmi?
Thank you, Fimon. Thank you.
It was
Really?
amazing. Really
Yeah.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a meeting on Friday with the leaders in Brazil. And of course, they call me to say something. And I say, look, I start talking, I start crying. I say, look, this is amazing. It's really amazing to see. They got a small room, but it suddenly was it's too small. So they have to rush to the other big room because everybody want to come to see it, the meeting. So
Wow.
it was really, really amazing. And like I say, everybody searching for something good. Special water. Everybody drink water. So you're gonna give the best. The only one have scientific proof. It's no another one. So you have the best project. The company have 6 bonus. The best they got from the best companies, and they put everything in one product, in one project. And to 2,000 pounds, 2,000 is like around 2,000 pounds. The franchise one, you pay once and that's it. You don't need to pay again. It's just one,
Mm-hmm.
and you get 2
That's the
products.
max.
So it's something amazing. And this is the most expensive franchise. But you
Mm-hmm.
can start with the silver. You just need to start it. Just need to start. And then you're gonna be together. We're gonna enjoy to the meetings. You bring more people, and everybody win. Everybody. It's not like, oh, okay, if I like some people say, some people, if I put some people, they just this one gonna win. No, you. If you sell, the money is yours. When you put people, company pay you. So it depends on you. If you work hard, you get more money,
Exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my
So
friends, we are at the hour mark, so I want to thank you for your time tonight. Definitely get back to whoever's invited you on tonight. Find out, you know, what you want to do. Do you want to be part of the business? Would you want to just get your hands on the product? let them know where you reside, and we can help you get started one way or the other. So, with that said, I'm gonna call the business a wrap. Any final words from anyone? I'm gonna close out the meeting, Simone. Any final words
Thank
from
you
you?
so much. Thank you. Amazing, amazing.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, guys, we do this on a Thursday, same time. On Thursday, we go into more of the product. We get more testimonials. You'll hear from people like every week. Every week, I'm blown away by the testimonials that are coming.
Thank you, Leroy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So join us. Have
Thank you,
another
everyone. Thank
fantastic meeting.
you. Thank you,
Take care,
Bye
guys.
Carmen.
bye.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Carmen. Well
We
done.
have someone from
Yeah, brilliant.
Brazil
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah.